Tombstone is one of the greatest movies of all time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Not only is it probably the greatest movie of all time, but it was also probably the best cast movie of all time. Every single character from the top to the bottom was perfectly cast. And it's also probably the most quotable movie of all time too. Say when. Now the movie's about Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, and the events of Tombstone, such as the gunfight at the OK Corral. Filmed primarily on location in Arizona, the movie met with a lot of conflicts in the beginning. Now the movie went through 2 directors before Kurt Russell ended up directing most of the movie, and he didn't actually take credit for it until years later. And there was also a lot of subplots deleted from the movie, and it put a lot more emphasis on Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp's relationship. Now, as I said, this is probably the best cast movie of all time. Every single character from the top to the bottom was perfect. Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, all the cowboys, the Earp brothers, all of them. They were all perfectly cast. Now, this is one of Kurt Russell's most memorable roles, in my opinion. He did really good as Wyatt Earp, I thought. And we can't forget about old Doc Holliday, old Val Kilmer, putting on one of the best performances ever. Apparently, he came up with the idea for the Southern accent, practiced a lot on his quick draws, improvised a lot of the scenes, such as the wink, everything. How he did not win an Oscar for this movie is still a crime, in my opinion. He should have won Best Supporting Actor. Now, I really thought that Sam Elliott and Bill Paxton did really good as the Earp brothers, Morgan and Virgil. I thought they did really good, and this is 2 of their most memorable roles, too. And Michael Behan as Johnny Ringo and Powers Booth as Curly Bill Brocious. This is 2 of their most memorable roles. This is what I think of them in, and they were 2 of the best bad guys of all time, in my opinion. They were great villains. This was Billy Bob Thornton's first decent role in a movie, and he did really good for the 5 minutes that he was in it as Johnny Tyler. And originally, the director didn't really give him a script. He just told him to be a bully, and he was. Now, this movie was very historically accurate. Yeah, a few things had to be changed for movie purposes, but the movie was very accurate, such as the clothes they wore. They were made out of real wool. Imagine wearing that in the summertime in Arizona. The guns were real, and all the mustaches were real, too, except for Sheriff Behan's mustache, just because he had to be clean-shaven in a movie he did prior. But yeah, all the mustaches were real. Obviously, Sam Elliott's was. Now, the scene at the gunfight at the OK Corral was shot in real time, and apparently how long the scene was in the movie was how long the actual gunfight took place in real time. It wasn't that long. They did it in one continuous take like that. So they planned it, shot it, and did it just like it happened in real life. Actually, one of the few scenes in the movie that was not historically accurate was the gunfight between Doc Holliday and Johnny Ringo at the end. In real life, we don't know who killed Johnny Ringo. All they know is they found him up against a tree in Arizona with a bullet in his head, similar to the movie. He was somebody's Huckleberry. So like I said, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It has been since I was a kid. I love it. I think it's one of the best movies of all time, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Over and out.